How is everybody? All right, welcome in. We're getting people in here. Department of Law and Affairs, welcome in. I'm doing coffee a little later this morning because I have West Coast friends that are all like, "You always do it so early," but I'm like, it's not that early. It's like 8 o'clock when I do it, which is not early here where I'm at, but it's like 6 a.m. there, and so. Anywho, we're here at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Oklahoma City. I know, man. This is the problem when you have friends all over the world, right? Heaven forbid I make a friend in Japan or Australia, and then they're going to be like, "When are you going to do a 2 a.m. show?" It'll happen. If I start making friends on different continents like that, I'll just go for a trip. We'll just visit there. Where on the West Coast are you? Department of Law and Affairs. And please tell me that you have a stamp that says that. I mean, that just like if you're into books, that would just be the coolest. That would just be the coolest stamp to have, like Department of Law and Affairs, and then just put it on there. I think it's dope. California is really big. I love California. I'm very self conscious about my hair right now. I feel like I should go put a hat on, but I'm just gonna leave it. I feel like people strolling by are gonna be like, "What in the world is this crazy dude?" I look more like a wizard right now. Long Beach, love it. To my knowledge, there's no short beach in California, right? It's just Long Beach. There's no short or medium. Is that correct? I love that whole area. I get kind of mixed up. Is Long Beach near is that one near Huntington Beach? I feel like it is. Long Beach is Malibu, right? Yeah. That I love that whole little strip right there. So it's not Malibu. Um I A lot of my family is from California. Far from Malibu. Yes, 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 yes. Sorry. I'm still waking up. I know there's a like in my mind right now, I can see the Phil's Coffee across the street from the pier at Huntington Beach, and I know that if I go north about 2 miles, there's an In and Out Burger. That's all I know. And Dad gummit, Beard King Picker, what are you doing? Shh. Coming on my stream, thinking you're cool, trying to just like slide into my live stream. You're not even sliding it into my DMs. You're sliding into my LS. Richard, welcome in. Does that even make sense? I don't know, man. I'm still waking up. Still waking up. I The last 2 or 3 days have just been kind of a whirlwind for me. My 22-year-old son, Smooth Cheese. I love that name. Oh my God. Smooth Cheese. All right, Smooth Cheese. What is the smoothest cheese? I want to know from you, what is your smoothest cheese? Um, you're in a line at the bins, didn't open yet. You're doing the bins on the Lord's Day? That's crazy. Can't believe you're doing that. You're at the bins on the Lord's Day and you're going to try to find the biggest Bible you can. Hey, I thought of you. I thought of you yesterday. Bro, check this out. So if you guys don't know Beard King Picker, you got to go check him out. He's got YouTube, he's got Instagram, he's got shows on here. But his street name, can I tell him your street name? I'm going to tell him your street name. I don't care what you say because it's kind of like all over. I don't know. I mean, like, do people know your secret identity? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. His name is Alex. Anyways, Alex, check this out. Yesterday, I thought of you when I got these. Check this out. I got a Jerusalem Bible, and this is the one that has the illustrations by Salvador Dali. Look at this. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? And it's got the gold edges and everything. And it's so funny because I was looking, I was trying to find a comp for this, and I kept putting in yellow, but like freaking yellow doesn't exist because it was white at one time, and I believe it doesn't smell like smoke, but it's got to be something like that. I don't know. Would wood cedar I'm wondering if wood cedar or something like that would discolor something like that. That's not the only one that made me think of you. I got my hands on my very first Freemasons, Morals, and Dogma, the Southern Rot, the Southern jurisdiction. So, anyways, yeah, I thought that was really rad. I picked those up yesterday at an estate sale, and I was like, man, I am so glad Beard King Picker's not here because he would have he would have ran over to those, and then I'd had to fight you for them. So, anyways, many blessings on your Bible adventures at the bins today on the Lord's Day. May your knife be sharp and your heart be true. I don't know. I just made that crap up. I know you're probably carrying a knife though, because you live in the South, so it's all good. Let's see who all we got here tonight. So Department of Law and Affairs. If you guys haven't, Department of Law and Affairs. I'm not for sure. I don't know if you're just a collector and an amazing shopper on here, or if you're also a reseller. But Sunday nights is I do my book show. I've got a book show tonight at 6 p.m. and I've got a lot of really great stuff. And I've got it priced to move. And there's meat on the bone for resellers. So I'm just trying to move through stuff. I'm still clearing out a lot of my uncle's stuff. And I've got Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, I'm still yawning. I've got Harry Potter CDs. I've got all of the sets except for 2. So I don't have all of them. I have 5 audio CD sets of the Harry Potter series. I got a Lord of the Ring CD set. I know Beard King Picker is probably not interested in him for him listening to himself because he thinks that listening to books doesn't count. Dude, I'm sorry. You want to know why I'm sleepy? Okay, bro. Because okay, look, as a parent, yes, I am running. Matter of fact, if you want to take a look, if you want to like minimize our coffee time or whatever, you can actually minimize the screen and then go over to my shows. And I've already preloaded 28. Gosh, my hair looks crazy. 28, 28 different listings. And I don't even know if I have half of the coloring books in there today. I'm just going to maybe, you're out, Beard King Picker. Pfft, see ya. He's just leaving us for the bins. Have fun digging through the trash. Have fun, Alex. He's a great guy. If you don't know him, go follow him. He's really fantastic. Yeah, I just listed a Wizard of Oz coloring book. There's Superman, Batman. There's like Fantastic Four, everything. I think I'm gonna see how these coloring books go today, and then I may run more later because there's so many coloring books. Like I just found another one. This is a Korg coloring book. So I don't even know what Korg is, honestly. Hanna-Barbera's Korg. Some of this predates my time. So, Department of Law and Affairs, are you a reseller? Do you resell? Do you buy and resell? Or are you just mainly shopping for yourself and for others? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm still yawning. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. I am also a collector, reseller, and reader. That's what I tell people. They're like, oh, are you a reseller? I said, well, I'm a reader, a collector, and a reseller because I read a lot and I collect a lot and I need to make a lot of more room for all the other stuff. So it's kind of a full circle for me too. So this is kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but that top shelf over there is kind of like my primo for my self shelf. But everything has a price. Everything has a price, right? So, yeah, my red lines. What is that? I'm not for sure. My red lines. I'm always learning lingo. Oh, yeah, my red lines. Yes, red lines. Duh. Yes, those are my red lines. My top shelf. Man, I got some top shelf stuff though. Do you sell on other platforms or do you just sell on here? Do you sell on Whatnot or do you do other platforms? So you don't sell on Whatnot. Okay, cool. Yeah, I found, dude, honestly, Whatnot's a great place to find stuff to sell other places. But I have okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm about to actually add I'm about to get a shelf. I say about to. It's probably going to be a few months now, but there's some friends of mine. Actually, it's a bookstore where my wife works, and they really love the idea of me putting in a bookcase with like rare books, like rare first edition signed and everything. And I was like, you know what? That sounds kind of cool. And I'm still going to have them listed online, but I thought, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have those. Honestly, number one, in a safe location, climate controlled, and kind of show them off. And I'm sure people will want to pick some of that up. So, kind of getting stuff together for that. But man, I made some scores yesterday. Do you want to see the scores I got yesterday? I, it was crazy awesome. It was an estate sale, and I got some of this stuff, and it's just so good. And some of it I knew was good, and then some of it I just was not for sure. I don't know what this is. This one has baffled me because I'm doing research on it. It's called The Latch String to Happiness, a little book for your heart when it's heavy. Nina Isabel Jennings, but it's an old poetry book. And hey, thanks for the share. Um, that was kind of cool. Then I found The Princess and the Goblin. This is a good one. Okay, this one right here threw me for a loop. I was unaware. This one was crazy. Maggie Rose, Her Birthday Christmas. Are you aware of these? Um, I'm not finding much for sale on these, but this one right here, I think, is $100. So it's pretty crazy cool. Um, A Child's Garden of Verses. These always go really good. That's about a $40 book. And then I just, you know, I'm making, I'm gonna be hopefully working with the family going back for more. But I really didn't even realize that I had this. I was just grabbing books. Literally, I was just grabbing books. And A. Milne, Winnie the Pooh. This is the 1966, and the dust jacket is in pristine condition. The book is amazing, and I just sold a set on here, on Whatnot, and I had the 4 book set, but they were in pretty rough shape. This one right here. I wish I had the other 3, but dude, this is amazing. That's a great find. That's a great find. And then um, Department of Foreign Affairs. Are you aware of this book? I'm just curious. Do you know about this book? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Do you know this? Have you ever seen or heard about this book before? Okay, you need to be on the lookout for this book. You're going to find a lot of paperback copies. This was originally written, I think it was back in 1937 was the original writing. Napoleon Hill, back in the day, he went and interviewed like all of the richest people in America, the Carnegies, the Rockefellers, all these people. And he wrote a book, and it's called Think and Grow Rich. And it's like probably it's regarded as one of the first kind of business self-improvement genre books there ever was. And I've read it. It's honestly it's a great read. I gift it to people all the time. You can find new versions of it, but this, my friend, is a 1945 edition, and it is not a first edition. But these go for good money. Look them up. This is the 1945 edition. Just go see what these things go for. I sold one recently. I think it was very similar to this, not in nearly as good a condition. This thing is pristine. This thing is pristine. So, but Think and Grow Rich. Put it on your Biololo Bolo. Be on the lookout for the list because that is a good one. And I don't know if you were paying attention earlier. Do you ever come across the Freemason stuff? Freemasonry, the Masons things. Those are always good, always good. And then these old family Bibles. If you ever find these just old family Bibles, these do really well. These do really good. So yep. So I found some good finds, and I want to go back to that sale this next week and see if I can pick up some more. Yeah, it's insane. So that Jerusalem Bible that I just showed you, uh, if it was in better shape, because this one was white, but now it is like a yellowish color. I don't know. We'll see. Um, I don't know. We'll see what it goes for. But I'm seeing some people list those for like $400 and $500, which you can ask whatever you want, but I don't. That doesn't mean that you're always going to get it. But what's really cool that this one's got going for is that Salvador Dali uh, did the illustrations for it, and they are really rad. They're really cool. So, but nobody wants to Salvador Dali. Yeah, this was a 1970, but yeah, Beard King Picker. He's kind of reminded me about how good Bibles are, and I pick up Bibles all the time. I picked up another one yesterday, as a matter of fact. This one, he's right here. I mean, if you can pick them up cheap enough, and it also helps that if they're not like highlighted enough. Some people will put up with names and stuff, but like if it doesn't have like a lot of highlighting or whatever, and if it's really good leather, and also too, ooh, vintage toys and pop culture, awesome. Yeah, cool. I love that stuff. It's just harder to get it. It's just harder to come across. That's what I love about books is like people are just literally just getting rid of them. And so um, toys are a little bit harder to find just because people know what they have or they want more for it or just whatever. But and if you're unaware, the the number two places where people keep money is in Bibles and in cookbooks. So if you're ever buying cookbooks or Bibles, always check for it. And I'll tell you this, I was flipping through it at the sale and I found this. Isn't that amazing? It's $1 million bill. It's not real, but it's really funny. So, but I was like, score. But you know, it's is what it is. So cool. But yeah, that's fun. Vintage toys. What's your favorite? What's your favorite vintage toys? Like, what do you? I guess what's your favorite? What do you love to sell? I know I come across. I know it's hard. You know, I have some vintage Ninja Turtles that I came across a little while ago. I still haven't sold those. Mostly 80s, yeah. I came across and I just sold it actually. I think I did. I had a Care Bears. I sold a Care Bears suitcase. It was pretty big, actually. It's in pretty decent shape. Uh, I don't know why. I'm like looking around for my vintage toys. Most of them are in boxes. I need to do a better job. I'd love to decorate more with them, but yeah, people are loving the '90s. Exactly. It's like I tell people if I could go back in time, I just get like a. I would. I would get a semi. I would make my time machine a semi, and I just go back to each decade and just pile up on stuff, right, and then drive it back. It's crazy. It's crazy what people are into. I sold you uh excuse me. Oh my gosh. You know what messed me up is my son and I went on a concert. We went and saw Steve Aoki on Friday night. The concert didn't start till 10. So I took a nap, but the concert didn't get over till 12. And then I had to get up and do story time on Saturday. So that's just like I think I'm still recovering from that. But I don't know if you saw the garage sale live stream I did last weekend, but I sold a Homie the Clown plush doll. It was like this big. I didn't even know there was a Homie the Clown doll. It was crazy. And yeah, he was in rough shape. He was in rough shape. He was like missing an eye and stuff. But I didn't even know that existed. Homie the Clown, for real? It was crazy. Um let's see. What would be some good 90s toys? I don't know. Are the Boppets still popular? Those seem like a popular toy back in the day. Ninja Turtles were still pretty popular. Power Rangers, those are the ones. That's 90s right there. I would also, if you can come across it, word on the street, Barney's making a comeback. So I have a feeling that all the old Barney stuff is gonna uh, really take off again. So, hippos, welcome in. What's going on? Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Before You Whatnot. I'm your host, Keith Coast, and we're just sitting here having some fun. We're just chilling. So, just chilling. I just checked out your profile real quick. Department of Foreign Affairs. I saw you're into Godzilla. I love Godzilla. Yeah, so many toys resurfaced during COVID. That is very true. Yeah, I there was somebody here in Oklahoma City that was like selling a huge collection of Godzilla's. I don't know, toys, statues. What do you call them? Models? I don't know. Um, I would say they're toys. I don't know if he still got those available, but I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Just didn't have $200 to pop on those. That was probably a pretty good one. But the hardest part for me on toys is that, in business, you can't make an emotional decision. Well, hang on, let me rephrase that. You don't want to make an emotional decision. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to get attached and emotional. And that's what's really hard about some of this stuff is like toys and all these things. It's like I have this emotional connection and it's very sentimental. And so you think like it's worth more than $5 to me sentimentally, but like that's really the street value of it. So like, why am I hanging on to it? So it can always be difficult. But I remember when I flew through Japan a couple years ago, I thought it was really fun. It was like in the airport, there was so many like Godzilla merch. They were really, really using the merch there. So see, I get it. I get that. I totally get it. 75% keep, 25% sell. Yeah, I oh, nice. Hey, Freedom 666. Welcome in. Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Before You Whatnot. I'm your host, Keith Coates. We're having coffee. Um, yeah, uh I know a guy. I grew up with him, and he's got a toy shop, and he basically, man, look, I'll give him props because like he did it, he's doing it, and he's still doing it. But like he set up this kind of janky little toy shop, and people come in and want to sell their toys, and I bet you he's probably had that store for close to 20 years now. People will come in, man, and they will bring in like a whole Voltron or whatever, and he's like, "What do you want for it?" And they're like, $20, and he's like, "Okay," and he'll give them $20, and they're just happy, and he's like, "Heck yeah!" But I'm sure he has the entire GI Joe collection. I know he's got the big battleship or aircraft carrier or whatever it is, and of course, if people think that it's worth something, he tries to talk them down on it, but you know, he keeps all the good stuff at home and then sells all the other stuff in his toy shop. And I mean, that's one way to do it. You know, you just never know. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's cool, man. It's a great way to do it. I feel like I have such a love-hate relationship with the idea of wanting to do a brick and mortar store. Like, I would love to have a place where people can actually come in, because I think you could actually get more stuff that way, especially if you buy stuff, and but just having to be tied down to it and everything else, I don't know. But honestly, we'll see how this next year goes. I've been always pretty much just kind of working out of a storage unit or my garage, and a small office like what I have here. But if things keep growing the way that they are, I don't know. I'm not saying I want a storefront, but I definitely need more of a studio space and a workspace for processing and shipping and all that stuff, because I'm just like surrounded by stuff, you know. So, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. You're probably surrounded by toys. Hopefully, no Chucky dolls. Hold on. Did you find them? Did you see? Hold on. Let me see. There should be. Did you find them? Your house looks like a toy shop. Hey, that's a cool looking house. My house looks like a library, and I look like a wizard. And I've got a bunch of Harry Potter books, so you know that's what it looks like around here. Sarah 726, welcome in. Welcome to Wake Up Before You Whatnot, Coffee with Keith. We're just having coffee. We're talking whatnot. We're talking books and toys and collecting and reselling. Sarah, what are you into? What do you like? I do have a show tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Department of Foreign Affairs, did you find it? Because I mean, I just looked and they're on there. I don't know exactly 80s and 90s toys. That's exactly what Department of Lawrence Affairs is into. That's so cool. Do you have a favorite like subgenre of those toys? Like what do you like? What are you into? 80s 90s could be, let's see, for me I was born in 79, so it was GI Joes, Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, Ninja Turtles, My Little Pony. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. My Little Pony eats baloney. All right, yeah, I remember that song back in the day. Um, yeah, man, My Little Ponies. I remember when those things came out. That's so fun, right? There was some great stuff, man. Great stuff. I've been going through a lot of my uncle's toys. He was born in 71, so a lot of his toys are from the 60s and 70s. So I just sold off. I finally got sold all of his little people stuff, man. He had like all the choking hazard little people. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little wood ones and stuff like that. We sold all of those. Hey, Code Slinger, welcome in. Welcome to Wake Up Before You Whatnot, Coffee with Keith. We're just talking collecting and reselling and all that good stuff. We've got some nice vintage toy collectors in here. Code Slinger, what do you like? What's your poison? You like books, toys? What are you in whatnot for? Are you a collector? Are you a seller? Because I never really see stuff. I know, right? Really? That's crazy. I don't understand it. Okay, so department, are you seeing anything? Are you seeing anything? Because I'm wondering, gummit. All right, I'm going to minimize the show. Now, nothing in the live listings whatsoever. Okay, so am I doing something wrong? You have to go to his profile shop, not the show ban. Okay, yeah. Okay, not in here, so don't push it in here. Go to the top right hand corner, the little arrow pointing down. It'll give you the option to minimize show, and then okay, was it there? Because if I'm not doing something right, I would love to know. I'm still fairly new on this platform, and so I'm learning something new every day. You can just tap his handle, top left goes profile shop tab. So Sarah, are you seeing the stuff that I have listed for tonight? Because I have a vintage book show tonight set for 6 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Oklahoma City. Do you see the items there? Code Slinger, Sarah, Freedom. Because when I go to it, I see it. What you'd have, yep, but in your profile shop. Let me go look in the actual show. Okay. See, I'm gonna. Okay. Are you guys seeing it now? Because if you go to my profile, you'll see in the shop there, and then if you go on the show, you'll see it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. You had me a little worried. You had me freaking out just a little tiny bit. Because there's nothing like doing all the work and then realizing that you did it all wrong, which happens. It just happens. So okay. So Department of Law and Affairs. Do you see the coloring books there? They're asking about it's normally in the show shop. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Now, also too, I'm just curious on y'all's end, not to add more to your to-do list, but I mean, like you guys could, I know you can set a notification for like when that goes live, right? But can you do a pre-bid? I'm curious if y'all could do a pre-bid. So I don't know. I don't know if you can. Okay, cool. Do 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 do. You guys want to see some of the stuff only in live listings? Okay. Well, live listings. It should be if you click on the show and then you go to the little shop there in the bottom. So, hey, y'all want to do a walkthrough of the stuff? I can show you. Let's go. Let's go. We're going on a field trip to the other side of the room, everybody. Okay. I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff we have. It's pretty good. First off, there's Ace. That's my dog, Ace. Ace, you want to say hi? Nope. Does not want to say hi. Okay. Look at this. We've got all this fun stuff. I've got all these coloring books. There's a bunch of coloring books and stuff like that, but I got a Wizard of Oz coloring book. I already apologize for the mess, guys. It's kind of messy in here. I've got a Dr. Seuss. Does it? Okay, so are you saying so everything listed in your show tonight has the option to pre-bid? Okay. I hope that it does. So I think you can do that, right, Sarah? Again, I don't know. I'm asking questions. I'm hoping I know the answers to, and I really appreciate you guys sharing this with me. I got a Dr. Seuss book. I've got a bundle of some. These are some of the more damaged stuff, but they're really cool. I'll show those on the show tonight. I've got an amazing the Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan sticker book. Yep, that existed. I've got anybody born in 1981, because I have a 1981 coloring calendar and it's only missing like 2 of the coupons. Check that out. How fun is that? Was anybody born in 1981? Oh, cool. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for telling me that. All right. Everyone put your birth year in the comments. I'm just curious. How old are we? I'm 1979. I'll start. 1986. That's my sister's year. 74. That was a good year. Well, I think some of these comic books might be from 74. Well, this one's a 66. So check these out, guys. 1985. Okay, sweet. So, Captain America. This is in 1977. Incredible Hulk. These are coloring books. Batman and the Mystery of the $1 Million Joke. Does anybody want to know what the joke is? Spoiler alert. Superman to the Rescue coloring book. I believe this is 1966. I think I got it in there. Adventures of Batman coloring book. He's looking really buff in that one. This was my favorite. These were my favorites to read. Fantastic Four. Absolutely loved Fantastic Four comic books. And there's a coloring book. Lone Ranger. And Tonto. Look at that. So those are the coloring books. Then I've got some nice vintage stuff. This right here is a Bible, a children's Bible, and it is in rough shape. It's falling apart. It's from 1922, guys, but it's got some really cool ephemera in it. I'll probably show that later tonight. I've got some great children's books. A Child's Garden of Verses. This is a really nice big coloring book here. Nursery Tales Children Love. I believe this one is 1930s, maybe. Again, I am really sorry for the mess here, guys. It's kind of all over the place, but this kind of like, this is the show stuff, just kind of getting it set up. Little Brown Monkey. I know this is 1949. I've got a little children's book bundle here we're going to do. This is a nice one. This is a really good one if you're a reseller. The illustrated. The only thing on this one, the binding is just a little rough, but it's still there. It's not bad. But just the spine. It's the Illustrated Treasury of Children's Literature. It's just the spine. It's a little hard to read, but everything else is in great shape. Got some Calvin and Hobbes, right? And then, look at this, guys. I got Lord of the Rings. This is a complete trilogy set right here. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Right here. That's my dog, Mocha. Mocha, what do you think we're doing? What do you think we're doing? I've got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. These are all on audio CDs. Bright Star, welcome in. A little bit later today. Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry Potter, what is that? The Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows. And the Half-Blood Prince. And then, yeah, there's that. This is really cool. World's Finest Batman Digest. I've got some old bundles here. And these are really fun. And then I've got a Harry Potter Deathly Hallows first edition hardback in excellent top-notch condition. So, yeah, those are fantastic. I don't think I'm going to put this up tonight, but I got to show you one of my favorite. Bright Star saw this yesterday, but this is Electroman science fiction coloring book. And I got to show you my favorite page on here because I keep showing it. I just think it's funny. It's like these. Look at this. You got to read it at the bottom. Looks like it's Uranus. I really just. And then the spaceship lands on Uranus. I don't know that I want to sell this. This is just too good. All right. Also, look, I can show you guys some other stuff. I think I might. Look at that. See, I got some little stuffies there. I've got just like some random ephemera over here, books under here. Then I found this, sadly, at the very bottom of a box. But this is such a cool picture, and I think somebody would love to have this and frame it. This is so good. It's called, well, when you Google lens it, it's like welcomes the Great Spirit, or Crazy Horse. But you guys off?
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. But I can give you guys a preview of other stuff we have if you guys want to see inside the box. What's in the box? So, Jessica the Coolest, welcome in. Guys, make sure to bookmark my show tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go check it out. It's up for pre-bids now. You guys can go check everything out. These are other ones that I have not listed today. I'll probably put these on next week's show just because I've got so many, but I've got the Cowboy coloring book. I've got another Superman coloring book. I've got a Amazing Spider-Man coloring book. More Batman.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, okay.
Dad, connect.
How?
Just drive away. My dad's calling.
Were you calling Dad?
No, he was calling someone. He was on the phone with someone.
He's doing it with what? Not on the phone with everybody.
Oh.
Love the artwork on this. And you know what's really fun? I looked at this. To Joe, that's my uncle. From Billy and Eddie, that's my parents. Easter, 1977. So it's kind of neat. I showed this yesterday on my my morning show, Traveling with the Birds. This is a beautiful book. Beautiful. And you guys remember these? They're called Carnival Glass. Do you guys remember these at the fair and the carnivals where you would win them? It's like mirrored glass with a design. This one's Motley Crue. I apologize for what's going to happen later, but we also have good vibes. Okay. 2 chicks on a motorcycle. All right. And then we have Pit Stop. Whoa. Countach. Lamborghini Countach. Then we have Color ABCs. This one is in rough shape, but it's got some great pictures. Fantastic artwork. Somebody's going to want these. Some crafter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anybody into clowns? What letter do you want to look at? What letter do you want to look at? I'll pull this out. This is pretty fun. Let's look at this one. What letter do you want to look at in the color ABCs? I should totally post a pic of a clown on the profile pic. That'll draw people in or scare people away. I'm not really for sure. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the mess. Welcome to the adventure. Anybody interested in a particular letter? Look at this. Color the ABCs. I might actually publish this one today. 1959. Got a beautiful apple. Look at that apple. Oh. We passed the B for bluebird. Blue jay. Clown. Oh my God. Dinosaur. Go Nash. What's up? Odd Collector Mom. Welcome in. Welcome to the morning show. We're just going over some books that I found. And if you haven't already, please bookmark my show for tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time here out of Oklahoma City. And we're going to be putting up some fun books. Got old vintage books, coloring books. We even got some Harry Potter CDs, Harry Potter books. But I got some old stuff tonight too. Flowers, giraffe, horse, Indian. Don't know how I feel about this one. Here's a beautiful picture though. Jack in the Box, kangaroo. These are great. Lion, monkey. Oh man. Nest. Psalms Cod, what's up, guys? Welcome in. We're just going over. We're just having some coffee. We're flipping through books here today. I got a book show coming up tonight. Pumpkin. It's pretty. Ah, look at this. Q is for Queen. A storybook queen. She lives in a palace far, far away. Wow. All right. Rooster. Strawberries. Those look organic. A turkey. Umbrella. To my Valentine. These are great. Watermelon. Love this. Up. What do we got? Xylophone and yarn and zebra. Zebra. Very cool. It's a great little book. I might actually put that on tonight. That's got some good stuff in it. So if you guys haven't already, please bookmark my show. We're doing a show tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll be doing a lot of my books. Sundays is my book shows, and then on Wednesdays is when I kind of do what I call Whatnot Wednesdays. It's a little hodgepodge of everything. So it's just kind of good stuff, and yeah, so a lot of fun. So anybody in here right now? Do we have anyone joining? Let me know if you're in here in the chat. We're just going to be getting ready for the show here tonight. The carnival glass. I know, right? It's pretty hot. Pretty hot. So anyways, it's good stuff. All right. Well, I've got more stuff coming in, and tonight we'll have all kinds of fun stuff. And also, too, if you're new to all this, I like to do, Tate is go. Welcome in. Welcome to Wake Up Before You Whatnot. Coffee with Keith. Just having coffee. What do you like? What do you like to collect? What do you like to buy? I do a lot of books. I have a book show tonight. But then I do a little bit of everything on Wednesdays for Whatnot Wednesdays. So it's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Be nuts. What's up, Be nuts? Welcome in. My name is Keith. Welcome to Coffee with Keith. Just drinking coffee, doing Wake Up Before You Whatnot. Are you fully awake today? What are you into, Be nuts? What do you like to collect? What do you like to? Are you a seller? Are you a collector? Awesome. Welcome in, guys. Got lots of stuff tonight. If you guys want to go check out the show tonight. So I'm going to wrap things up here. Knowledge Exchange, welcome in. We're going to be doing a show here later tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you go bookmark the show. Check out what's in there. Got a lot of vintage books, a lot of old stuff. Doing a lot of kids stuff tonight. I've got old vintage coloring books, comic book coloring books. Got some Harry Potter audio CDs, box sets, all kinds of good stuff. So go check out all that, and please come to the show tonight. You can also go ahead and put in your pre-bids for that if you're interested, and you'll get a notification when we start. So Knowledge Exchange, you know my street name. Well, I mean, it is Coffee with Keith, so I guess it doesn't matter. Who is Knowledge Exchange? Who are you? State your name. State your secret identity. Thomas. Thomas Spencer is Spencer is next to me. Nice. What's going on, guys? Got some paper gold people in the house. Man, today we got big shows going on. Big shows happening. Thomas, make sure to bookmark my show tonight. We've got do some pickups and whatnot. I know. I just saw that you're gonna run a show. I need to go bookmark yours too. I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, I'm gonna go see your profile. I'm gonna go see your shows, and I'm gonna bookmark it. Oh, there you go. Boom. Very cool. I'll be doing mine at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's the time that I have. So that's the one that I'm going to do. So, it is what it is. So, But yeah, I got some good fun stuff. Got some old vintage coloring books. We might toss you a raid. Yes. Toss in that raid. Yeah. Raid me. Bring it on. Could be Raiders of the Paper Gold. Thomas and the Raiders of the Paper Gold. Yeah, I just kind of do this time frame because my wife works on Sundays from 5 to 8. So it gives me enough time to drop her off at work, get back home, get the thing going, and then hopefully by 8, 7:45, and then go pick her up and then go have dinner with my family, all that good stuff. Hey, Chaos Kahuna, welcome in. Lemonberry Fines, welcome in. Nice. We're just having coffee with Keith, man. I did it later for my West Coast homies today. Everybody's like, "You're so early. Why don't you do a later one?" I'm still sleeping. It's the darkness, and I'm on the West Coast. So all you West Coasters, man, y'all annoy me because in my heart, I'm a West Coast kid. But I'm stuck in the central of the United States. But here's the deal. I know I'm not really stuck. It's by choice. It is by choice, but I love my heart. My heart is in California. Yes, Knowledge Exchange is Thomas. Yeah. So he's got a show coming up today, I believe at 1 p.m. y'all's time. So I think that's right. Go check it out. It's going to be sci-fi today. Today's a big day for paper gold bookies, book people, right? Stump Diesel. I'm not for sure if I'm saying that right, but welcome in. Love your profile pic, by the way. I love me some Predator. Predator is in the movie. I just want to be clear on that. But yeah, fantastic. I did see, Chaos, that you got your you did get your packages and stuff like that. So trying to remember what it was that you got. That's right. And you're out of Central Missouri. You are not far from me, Melanie. I just realized Central Missouri. I mean, like, you're probably like, I don't know, how far to Oklahoma City? It just says Central Missouri. I bet you're like 4 or 5 hours. There's a, yeah, it's easy drive just down 44, man. Yeah, yeah. Are you just let's see, I guess you're like northeast of Springfield there off of 44. Is that right? Oh, sorry. Now I've gotten the coffee. Now I'm doing the stretching. And the yawning. Good grief. Oh yeah. This is why I set the coffee with Keith later this morning because I'm running slow. I'm just running slow. All right. Um, Sorry, buddy. My dog. I moved my tripod and I poked him. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry I poked you. He's like, whatever, Dad. You're just talking to yourself again. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. Oh, east off of KC. Oh, yeah. I think we've talked about this actually. God, where's my friend? I have a friend that lives up there, somewhere up that way. Welcome back, Bright Star. Where'd you go? Did you go get? You're just north of KC. Look at this. Hey, Chaos Kahuna, are you seeing this? Melanie, we got Bright Star Gifts is nice. Warrensburg. I gotta go look. Maryville, nice. All right, I gotta go look here and see where it is that my friend is at. All right, I'm gonna go look real quick. I'm trying to think. It's like a little bitty town. I know Warrensburg though. Man, I swear I've done a show in Warrensburg, Missouri before. I can't remember when. Bright Star, are you in the Paper Gold group? University of Central Missouri. Man, how might I have done that? Hey Bright Star, are you in our Paper Gold group by chance? The what? Exactly. Well, I suppose not. We are part of uh, a book reselling group called Paper Gold, and it's on Patreon if you're interested in finding it. On here on Whatnot, you can go look. His name is Max Rubeck, but he goes by Common Ground Finds. He's got fantastic book shows, but he put together this last year a basically it's all about buying and selling books. It's a book selling community, and it's fantastic. So Chaos Kahuna is a part of it. We've had a couple people from the group pop in today. Who was it? Was it Knowledge Exchange? Knowledge Exchange is one of our guys. We've got some other people in here too. So go Nash, welcome in. Hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. Yeah, it's really great. And it's only like $20 a month, which is well worth it. We have a Discord that we're a part of. And then we do a weekly Zoom meeting on Thursday nights. So it's really great. So who we got in here today? Op John or OPP John. Lemonberry Finds. Oh yeah, there you are, Angela. Sorry. I saw you there. It only tells me like one or two people are in here. And then like now it's like 5. So awesome, very cool. Yeah, Angela's out in California, I believe. Is that right, Angela? You're out like Palm Springs area, I think. Yeah, we do weekly Amazon on Tuesdays, and yeah, it's pretty crazy awesome. We've just got a whole network of people. So I did find another paper golder though in Oklahoma. I thought I was all alone, but he's in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, which is like 4.5 hours away from me, which is still might as well not even be in the same state. I'm actually, it's funny. It's Josh Graff in our group, and he's on here on Whatnot, and so we were connecting over the morning show. I was doing Coffee with Keith the other morning and Wake Up Before You Whatnot, and he said he was in Tahlequah, and I'm like, what? So yeah, Tahlequah is only like it's not 4.5 hours. It's like maybe 3.5. But which is interesting because I'm actually a Cherokee tribal member, and that's our headquarters is in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. So I need to go sometime and check out some stuff. Check in with the tribe. Oi. Wow. Yeah. Bright Star, you were telling me, was it you telling me yesterday you lost family in that, right? Did you lose family in the OKC bombing? Not me. Oh, I know who it is. No? Who was it? Somebody was telling me the other day that they lost people in the bombing. Like 3 family members. Um Gosh, who was it? I think I know who it is, but I'm not 100% for sure. I was telling him, I was like, that's crazy because like my post office, like my PO box and everything is at the downtown Oklahoma City, and uh, and I look at the memorial every day. Every day it's right there. It's beautiful. Yeah. If you haven't gotten a chance to come to the memorial, it's really nice. It's beautiful. They've done a really fantastic job with it. But man, Oklahoma City, I love it here. It's so great. There's so much to do. I'm from like Southwest Oklahoma originally, so it's just a bunch of. I grew up in a very smaller, slower pace of life, which is all good. But I like to do stuff, and I like to do things, and Oklahoma City's got it all, and it's growing, and it's growing, it's growing, and I love it here. So Um, spend some time in Tulsa. Tulsa's really nice too. We love us some Tulsa. Matter of fact, when we were looking at relocating, it was either between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. I just decided that Oklahoma City made more sense because my main job that I do for the last 20 years is I do entertainment. So I do comedy and magic. And so I do everything from parties to events and conferences and all kinds of stuff. And so after COVID, I decided to quit flying so much and just kind of stick closer to home. And so Oklahoma City just made more sense because it's just so centrally located. I can be pretty much anywhere in the state within like 2 or 3 hours. So, um, and I still do a lot in North Texas, like Dallas and Kansas. Matter of fact, I've got an event in Kansas in a couple weeks. So, but yeah, I love it. And then also too for reselling, I think Oklahoma City is just fantastic because it's fast shipping to the East Coast. It's fast shipping to the West Coast. It makes a lot of sense. So I do love me some Oklahoma City. Love it or hate it. It's all good. It's home now. And I love it here. Absolutely love it. So, hey, for those of you that are in here, also, too, I just want to remind you guys that I do have a show tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I've got stuff starting at $1, stuff starting at a little more, but everything's very affordable. You can actually go ahead and put in your pre-bids. I've got a lot of vintage, old rare books. I've got a lot of children's stuff today from the 60s, 70s, actually all the way back to the 1920s. So you guys can go check that out. I've got some old vintage, uh, like Superman coloring books and stuff like that. Really good stuff. And yeah, I'm selling off. I was surprised how fast I got the book. Oh, nice. So, did you change your name then, OPP John? I'm just curious because I don't remember that name, or maybe you got a new one or something. I don't know. What did you order from me? I'm just curious. It says MK Books. Ah, okay, gotcha. Very nice. Very cool. Um, yeah. What did you get from me, MK? I'm trying to remember. It all blurs together now. I've actually been able to sell about 160 something items now on Whatnot. So I'm really excited. I'm working my way towards 1,000. So trying to get that. Oh, that H.G. Wells. That was a good one. Uh-huh. Mm, that's really fun. Well, I got some more tonight. I've already got about 28 loaded. I'm gonna load up some more. But really good stuff. Tonight's stuff, I literally I've priced it to where All resellers have plenty of room to make some money on it. It's just I've got so much inventory. A lot of what I have right now, like I've got 4 boxes behind me that are my uncle's. I have 3 boxes of religious literature and material for a friend, and then I have all my stuff. And it's just like I still need to get all this listed, but it just takes a process, right? It just takes some time. But I do you guys want to see some really great, since we got about 5 and we got some paper golders in here, do you guys want to see some really cool stuff that I found over the weekend? This won't be on the Whatnot show tonight. And if you guys are interested, I can give you kind of a live walkthrough of what we have going on. So would you guys like to see, first off, I'll just ask you guys, you tell me what you want to do and I'll let you type it in. Would you like to see what I've got going on the show tonight, or would you like to see what I have found over the weekend? And I'm sure you're just going to say both. So just tell me what order you want to see that in. I'm going to go get a refill coffee and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave me. All right. I'm going to leave you with my dog in here. I got to step over another dog. All right, I'm back. I had to reheat my coffee because it got cold. I don't like lukewarm coffee. Okay, here we go. Let's see what you guys said. Finds first. Finds. I wish I could add a picture in the chat. Just opened a Camel Influence in Cancun. Aren't those cool? Oh my gosh. And listen, I mean, you do whatever you want with them and I'm totally happy. I mean, those things resell for like $20 each on eBay. And listen, man, do not pass up those old koozies. And even a new one. I bought a Yeti koozie at a random garage sale, and it's newer, but it's like older Yeti, one of those foam ones. I bought it for $1 and I sold it for $40. It's insane. Okay, finds. Let's go with finds. Okay, so this one right here, I have sold this book before. Have you guys seen this book before? Is anybody aware of this book? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Yeah, they're awesome, right? Okay, guys, listen. You got to be on the lookout for these. This is a 1945 edition. The first one was 1937. This was written by Napoleon Hill. And the reason I know about this, because I actually read this book. I love this book. And I read the reprint. It's really great. Honestly, if you're a business entrepreneur, I highly recommend this book. I've gifted it many times. It's very good. But there is a following now because of all these entrepreneurs. This is almost like, I would compare this to like the entrepreneurial Bible, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is a 1945 edition in fantastic shape. Look up the comps. This right here, this is good. So do not pass these up. Now, I've got paperbacks and stuff like that. I'm looking on my shelf. I might have some, whatever. But this Think and Grow Rich, you need to be on the lookout for this whenever you see it. And you know what's really funny? I literally bought a whole bunch of books at a estate sale. I went back one more time to just do a quick look, and I found this one. And I was like, how did I skip over this one? I'm not going to tell you how much this is worth. You'll have to look it up. A 1945 hardback in good shape. Amazing. So do not pass that up. This one right here, I didn't even honestly know. I just literally grabbed a bunch of books and just put it in the pile. I didn't know until I got home. A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh, 1961 reprint. Okay. I just sold a set of 4 of these in pretty not good condition. Okay. But look, this is what they look like on the hardback. These are the ones that I had. Like, they didn't have a dust jacket or anything. This has a dust jacket. Go look up the comps for this one. This is amazing. So this is these are all going to go on my eBay store. So happy Heidi's Vintage. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just going over some estate sale finds that I found this weekend. This is Wake Up Before You Whatnot. And I know, right? I know. You're like, what? Whatever. Paper gold. That's why we call it paper gold. And if it was signed, look at the signed editions. Crazy. A Child's Garden of Verses. This is a great one. Okay. Little kid's book here. And I love, what do we got here? Little paper bookmark here. But anyways, this is a really good one. Yeah, go check out that Winnie the Pooh 1961 with a dust jacket. That's a really good one too. This one blew my mind. I'm not even aware of this book. Maggie Rose, Her Birthday Christmas by Ruth Sawyer. I've never heard of this book or whatever. Go comp this one. Maggie Rose and Her Birthday Christmas. It's insane. I honestly can't find any comps sold, so I'm just going off what's listed. This is a good one. The Princess and the Goblin. This is just an old, let's see. This is from the 19... I don't even know. It doesn't even say. I'm going to guess probably the 50s or 60s. Looking Glass Library. But yeah, listen, I'm telling you, you will find those Think and Grow Rich out in the wild. That's the second one. Well, like, that's the second old one I found. The first one was in really, like, it was, I think it was in 1945 or 47, but it was in way worse shape. But I still got really good money for it. I'm just telling you, be patient. The right person will come along. I mean, I'm a fan of this book, so it's very hard for me to part with that one because, like, I kind of want to keep that in my personal collection. But I'll sell it eventually. How do you comp books? I just sell all mine vintage or not, $6 and below. Everybody has a different model. I mean, like for me, I find, it just depends, I have a lot of stuff on here that I just feel like for what I sell on Whatnot is different than what I sell on eBay. And I'm getting to where I sell more of the same. But eBay is a long, have I done the workbook? The Think and Grow Rich workbook? I don't know that I'm familiar with that. I'm not familiar with it. I didn't know there was a workbook. I'll have to go check it out. I think, for some of my higher end books and stuff, those were what, like Think and Grow Rich, that's going to go on my eBay store. Just because I know it's going to command more money. Right. But I also know, like, it's like if you pay $1 for something and I'm willing to just move stuff for, $5 to $10 here on Whatnot, just kind of depends. And right now I've just got so much. I've got thousands of books here. This is really cool. The Latch String to Happiness, a little book for your heart when it's heavy. Nina Isabel Jennings. I have no idea. It's very, very old. The cover's actually off of it. But it is really, these old poetry books, I never leave a poetry book behind because poetry is poetry, artists are artists, and it's always good. Okay, more finds, a couple more finds, and then I'll show you guys what we're running in the show tonight. Oh, this was a find. Woo! Look at that, a Louisiana belt buckle right there. I need to put that on Wednesday's show. It's a big old belt buckle. Look, that's how big it is compared to my beard. Look at that. It's pretty big. Um, I found. Hey, Kent, what's up? I know it's a Texas-sized belt buckle, but it's from Louisiana. There's some Cajun out there that's gonna want this, man. It's got bling bling and everything. So I've literally just bought that with a big box of light bulbs. I was just like, hey, can I throw this belt buckle in here? And they're like, yep. So, well, Kent, here's the deal. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So here's the thing. I've been doing it at 7 a.m. But all my West Coast buddies are like, it's too early. Why don't you do a later one? And I was like, you know what? That's a really good excuse for me to sleep in on the weekends. So I decided to do a 10 o'clock show this morning for all my West Coast homies. And obviously my late bloomers, everyone's just kind of waking up today. So, but yeah, I mean, 7 a.m. is nice and early. I like it. It honestly, you know what I like about it, Kent, is it gives me it gives me the motivation to get my butt out of bed and get to work. You know what I'm saying? And when I say get to work, all I do is sit here with a cup of coffee and talk to you guys for an hour. So all I do, my job at 7 a.m. is to wake up, drink coffee, make friends, and kick some butt. But not, I mean, like, I really don't kick butt. So, got one baseball practice knocked out. And now coffee. Nice. And books. There you go. Okay, guys, check this out. This is another find. I got my first Morals and Dogma Freemasonry book. I have been trying to find some Freemason stuff in the wild. Finally got it. This is the Southern jurisdiction. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to put this up on my eBay store, most likely, is what I'm thinking. And then, Kent, check this out. I'm really excited about this. You remember how Max was telling us that some of the Bibles had illustrations by Salvador Dali? I got one. So I got this. It's called the Jerusalem Bible. This one's from 1970, I believe. And what's really funny is I was looking up, like when I was looking for comps or whatever, I was trying to find yellow, and yellow didn't exist. Apparently this was white. And it is no longer white, but it is like a nice faded yellow, which I know that happens and stuff like that. I was like, maybe it's from smoke. Maybe a very, very light smoky smell, but like it's not like, oh yeah, that's cigarette smoke. It doesn't feel like it. But this is one of those that was illustrated by Salvador Dali. And I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see, okay? Because this is pretty cool. All right. Hey, Kent, while I'm doing this, are you aware of this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? Have you seen this book before? I'm curious because I showed him. I have sold this book before, and I said, just look up the comps. Just look up the comps. And they're like, what? No way. It's a great book. It's 1945 edition. I found that one too. Okay. I'm going to switch this around so you guys can see. Okay. So it's gold gilt edges here, but I'm just going to try to get one of the illustrations. But look at this. This is Salvador Dali. How cool is that? All right. Let's see. There's more in here. Look, there's one. Look at these illustrations. Isn't that great? Yeah. I was like, what's really funny is that I didn't even know that this was a Salvador Dali until I got home. I just was like, oh, look, a big family Bible for $3. Well, I think I'll buy that. And yeah, boom. But yeah, aren't those great? This is some really gorgeous artwork. My wife was like, maybe we should keep that one. And I was like, maybe we should sell it. Hey, a little bit, 220, a little bit. Thank you for the follow. Billy Grano, welcome in. So, yeah, I just thought that was a fun find. And that's honestly, so yeah, my wife was like, I brought these home and, right. I don't know if that's the worst thing that could happen, but you know, That's one of the things that I've learned about any kind of like collecting or business or whatever. You might as well like collect what you like because then you're surrounded by it, right? Who was in here? The Department of Law and Affairs. They were saying that they have vintage toys. That's what they're into, and so they're surrounded by vintage stuff. So do what you love, man. It's so much fun. But yeah, well, what I was gonna say, Kent, what I was telling them, this is actually one of my favorite books. Like this is, I love this book. I read, uh, just a mass market paperback edition years and years ago, and then I was telling them, this has really become kind of like the entrepreneurial Bible. And man, I haven't found a signed edition yet, but man, that would be super cool. And man, they're worth super good money too. So yeah, that would. We got to do the workbook. That'd be fun. You know what I love about that book is that it's just so basic. It's so basic. Okay, so those were fines. Let me show you what we got coming on the show tonight. We're gonna auction off this dog. Actually, I haven't even put these on. Here, hold up. These are more fines, but I could totally put these on the show tonight if y'all are interested. Cassettes. I found some cassettes. Are you guys ready? Queen Chelsea, welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. Welcome to a Wake Up Before You Whatnot. I've got the Rolling Stones on cassette. It's a hymn, okay? And $50, yeah. That's my buddy Ace, man. We got him for my daughter, and then he attached himself to me. So that's usually how that goes. Guys, look at all these cassettes I got. Gypsy Kings. All right. I got Iggy Pop, Zombie Birdhouse. It's such a, and I mean these are in great shape. Well, he's been neutered, so I guess it's Cripes. Just a case, but look at this one. David Bowie. David Bowie changes Bowie. Look at that. I got Mick Jagger. Primitive Cool. Look at that. Very cool. Does anybody sell a lot of these tapes? I honestly have not looked. This is Marianne Faithfull, Strange Weather. I have not really got into the cassette market. But Terrence Trent D'Arby. I probably butchered that name, but there it is. We have some Julie Cruz, Floating into the Night. I don't even know. Watch this be like worth the most. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was going to ask you what you bought those. So, you know what? It's really funny. I kind of my goal today, I was hoping, and hopefully I still have time. I have a stereo in the living room, and we don't ever listen to it in there because it's just in the wrong spot. But I have a cassette, AM/FM radio with 8-track player and vinyl, and I want to move it in my office so I can start playing. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to play these. I've got some old Hank Williams 8-tracks that were my grandpa's, so I'll throw those on. U2 and the Joshua Tree. That's a fun one. Yeah. 8-track is a little, man. Listen, I'll tell you what. I got my grandpa's 8-tracks and started listening to them, and I quickly realized why 8-tracks suck, because they really do. They suck. I don't like them. I mean, they're nostalgic and stuff, but like, I don't know about you guys, but all I can find here in Oklahoma on like 8-track is just country. It's like all of it is country. I feel like that's all they did was publish country music on 8-tracks. So I'm trying to put this back together here. Let's see what else we got here. We got Ziggy Marley. We got the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. Those are going pretty good. TJ 2022, welcome in. Welcome to Wake Up Before You Whatnot. GBSTOTL. I don't know if those are just initials, but welcome in. I'm not really for sure how to pronounce that. I would say Gobstoddle. And I mean no offense by that. I don't know. Talking Heads. There's some really good stuff. And Chopin. We have some Chopin. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I think I'm happy with it. I mean, I got all those tapes at a really great price. And yeah, I thought there was some stuff in there that I'd like to listen to. So not bad. Right? I mean, I usually go to all the book sales. I was like, hey, you got any books? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay. And then this is literally, this is like, this cassette thing was like, it was literally the only thing at this lady's garage sale that I had any interest in whatsoever. I was like, I really don't want anything else. I was like, and she wanted $5 for it. I just reached in my pocket and I said, I got $2. Would you take that? She goes, yeah, I'll take $2. All right. Hey, let's go over to what we're going to have on the show tonight. Let me take another little sip of coffee and wake up a little more. Here we go. Just one more. Here we go. I can't believe you guys actually join in and watch me. You guys are awesome, by the way. Thank you guys for coming into Coffee with Keith. Wake up before you whatnot, even when I'm not even really awake. Okay. So, just so you know, this desk is a mess and, is what it is. Let me go ahead and show you what we have here. These are not old or vintage, but I am throwing these up. I've got a Harry Potter first edition hardback, the big one, in very nice shape. That's going to start off at $1. Speaking of Harry Potter, I've got Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows, Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Chamber of Secrets. And all of these are on audio CD, and they are complete, and the CDs are in great shape. And all of these are going to be starting at only $1 tonight, okay? I have a really nice box set of, hey, Pambin, what's up? Welcome in. We're just going over what we got going on tonight for the show. I've got Lord of the Rings. These are audio CDs. These are all complete, and I guarantee you they've never been listened to. So we are running those tonight. I believe those are going to start off at $1. I think most of it is, yeah. I've got some old digests, some cartoon comic digests here that we're going to start off. I've got World's Finest Detective. All right. This is in really great shape. So this is out. So a lot of this is from my uncle's collection here, and I'm helping him sell some stuff up. Vitalian. I don't know. I'm sorry. My glasses aren't focusing here, but welcome in. We got some Calvin and Hobbes. We've got an Illustrated Treasury children's book. This is a very nice book. Check out the comps on this one. This is a very nice one here. I've got a children's book bundle. We got some little bundles going on there. I've also got a Little Brown Monkey. This is from 1949, and it is in great shape. So, Tonk Kids, welcome in. It's in very good shape for its age. So, also nursery tales that children love. Guys, I've got a show tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys can go ahead. All of these are already listed. You can even go ahead and put in your pre-bids if you want. I've got a Child's Garden of Verses. All right. All these are very low starts. A lot of them are $1. Some of them are just a little more than that. But this one's in rough shape. This is a children's Bible, but 1922, and there is some ephemera in here. This actually, I found out by looking at the name, this belonged to my great aunt, Katie May, and it says Clarendon, Texas. So it's pretty neat. So there is that. That's going to go. And then, guys, these are the stars of the show. A lot of my uncle's childhood coloring books. We have The Lone Ranger, okay? And most of these, if not all these, are partially colored in, but still in good shape, okay? Lone Ranger, Fantastic Four. Adventures of Batman. We have that one. And then we have these are kind of all the same. These are all Whitman. Superman to the Rescue coloring book. Yes, I am, Kent. Yes, I am. Batman, Incredible Hulk, and Captain America. These are all coloring books. Hey, listen, let me tell you something about Aunt Katie. I love Aunt Katie. Back in the 90s, Aunt Katie needed a new pair of dentures. And you know who helped her out? This guy, not with the dentures. But Aunt Katie needed a new pair of dentures that was going to cost her $350. And she had a car. And my grandpa said, hey, I was 15 at the time. He goes, hey, you want a car? And I said, sure. He goes, I got a car you can buy for $350. I said, does it run? He goes, yep. I said, I want it. It's a 1964 four-door Ford Falcon with 60,000 original miles on it. Ran. I paid $350 for it. And you know who is Aunt Katie's favorite great nephew? This guy, because he bought it for $350. And I learned how to work on cars on that one. All right, guys. Yeah, it was a great deal. Okay, check this out. 1981. Anyone born in 1981? I got you a Ronald McDonald's coloring calendar from 1981. It's in great shape. Still has most of the coupons in it that are only available. Look at this. I love it. These coupons are only available in Oklahoma. Look at that. Isn't that funny? But this is really fun. Yeah, that was my first real car. I absolutely love that car. And it was great. Kent, you ready for some craziness? The Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan. Yes, there is an expiration date on those. What? Seriously, Angela? What year? Was yours See, mine was the 64 four-door. And hey, you know what's funny? When I looked in the glove box, she bought that car, Angela, in Pasadena, California, and it had all the information. She paid $1,750 for that car, brand new in 1964. Isn't that crazy? So this is the Amazing Chan Clan. I don't even really know what to say about this, but if you guys can find comps for it, they're all over the place and they're pretty crazy. So that's going up here. Powers, welcome in. We're just going over some stuff that's going to be available on the show tonight. Okay, I'm going to put this down for just a second so I can show you guys these. This is a bundle that I'm going to do. These are in a little bit worse shape. I'm just going to kind of bundle them because I think they're definitely worth something to crafters or collectors or whatever. But I've got these bundled up. You'll see why. They're a little bit up, a little bit of damage, but I got a Get Smart coloring book, which, by the way, I love this. This was the world. All right. This is a kid's coloring book. Where is it at? Hold on. There was a picture. Maybe I'll find it. Well, there he is. I mean, he's holding a gun. There's actually lots of pictures of guns in this book. I thought it was funny. I've got a Josie and the Pussycats coloring book. $6 Million Man coloring book. Look at this. And for any Lee Majors fans, I went and saw The Fall Guy this weekend. Excellent movie. $6 Million Man. These are probably Kent's favorite. Big Jim and his friends. I feel like probably Kent. Is this your social group up in Wisconsin? I'm just gonna guess that it is. Okay. You've got bearded guy with a walkie-talkie. You've got blonde cowboy guy. You got this guy in a kung fu suit. Big Jim is my cousin. And look, there's Kent. There's Kent with all of his buddies. All right. I just thought it was really funny. He's kind of missing some pages and stuff like that, but I just thought some crafter is gonna want this, man. It's just some good stuff. And then Planet of the Apes. Boom. So there's that. Yeah, I think I've got a couple cousins that are actually Big Jim. Sorry, I just put this down just for a second, guys, while I put this rubber band back together. So, all right. There's that. Then I have a Dr. Seuss from 1966. This is a Scholastic. All right, Kent. Hey, thanks for checking in, man. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, come see the show. Put some pre-bids in. Just go ahead and put a bunch of pre-bids in and buy everything, and then I'll just ship it to you. Okay? Sounds good. Hey, did you get your hat? Did you get your package from the last one? Did you get your pickle hob? Speaking of hats, right? Shoe Syndicate, what's up? Welcome in. And then I have a really cool Wizard of Oz coloring book. I don't even know the year on this. It's crazy. Now, this is kind of cool. I just noticed this. How cool is this? It says text in English, Espanol, and Francois. So French. So look at this. This coloring book is in 3 languages: English, Spanish, French. I just noticed that. Well, the price just went up, everybody. Just kidding. It did not. You guys will determine the price, but it's pretty cool. Very old coloring book in 3 different languages. That is pretty fun. So, and then if you guys haven't seen, I've got this Electro Man. I'm probably not going to put this in the show tonight, but I got to show you my favorite. I got to show you my favorite picture here in it. I keep showing it. So it's like a generic kind of science fiction coloring book. It says, looks like Uranus. And then on the next page, it's the spaceship lands on Uranus. So, I mean, a little bit of tongue-in-cheek there. A little bit of fun. So, holy cow. Have I really been talking for this long? This is insane. Guys, it's really 11:37. I got on here at 10 o'clock. I've been talking to you guys for an hour and a half. What in the world? I suppose I have a life. I don't know, do I? What are we doing? Mr. Crab, welcome in. I don't know if you're still here. I don't know who else here. If you're here, say hi. I got Bright Star, Lemonberry Finds, Chaos Kahuna. Awesome. I got all my friends. Very cool. So, yeah. I cannot believe we've gone this long. That is insane. So, guys, please, if you haven't already, bookmark the show tonight. I'll be doing coffee again tomorrow. Maybe 7 o'clock. What is tomorrow's? It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. Wow. Can you believe it? Maybe I'll do something with my hair. All right. Sounds good. Me too. I need to go get some stuff done. I need to finish listening to stuff for this tonight. So, guys, before we go, I always like to raid a show since we got a couple people in here. We're going to go raid. Guys, please make sure you bookmark the show for tonight. Go ahead and put your pre-bids in. We are going to go raid. If you are still here, hey, we're going to go raid Common Ground Finds. All right, here we go. I think he knows what he's doing. Maybe.